Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. So glad you could join us. So have you guys ever heard anyone mention the market? The Dow is up 400 points today. The market is on track to close for its worst day in the last 30 days. But what does that actually mean? Today I wanted to cover a very important concept. I'm going to talk about investing in the market, breaking down what the market actually means, and talk about how you can actually get started on investing. Let's start off with some basics. What is the market? Well, the stock market is a place where companies are listing their stocks or partial ownership into the company. Through the market, everyday people like you and me can buy and sell stocks. So think of the stock market kind of like a grocery store. In a grocery store, you can buy fruits, you can buy vegetables, etc., etc. But on the stock market, rather than the items that you can buy being fruits and vegetables, in this case, you're buying stocks or partial ownership into specific companies. An important concept to note here is a unit of stock. So one stock in the company is also called a share. So when you're saying I'm buying and selling one stock of a certain company, you're saying I'm buying and selling one share. And again, every single share you own means that you own a portion of the company. So companies can either be one, publicly traded, or two, private. If a company is public, what that means is that their shares or their stock are listed on the public stock market. So that means that everyday people like you and me can buy and sell the ownership or the shares or stock of this company very easily on the stock market. If a company is privately held, what that means is that their shares are not traded on the public stock market, so it might be a little bit harder to access. So you might need special access to be able to buy these stocks. When people talk about the market, they're generally talking about the public market. The public market is where people like you and me can easily buy and sell shares in the publicly listed companies. So companies are listed and traded on what's called the stock exchange. And the way they identify themselves are through unique 1 to 5 letters long identifiers known as tickers. Some popular companies that you may be aware of, like Microsoft has the ticker MFST, Tesla has the ticker TSLA, Visa has a ticker V. These stock exchanges also serve to quote what the price of that stock is, whether it is to buy or to sell. This market is very dynamic and the share prices change very quickly. So every single day, every single second, the stock price is different. Continuing on with the concept of the grocery store, just like a grocery store, the stock market also has operating hours. During the operating hours, you can buy and sell shares through your brokerage account. The hours for the stock market is generally Monday through Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Similar to how there are many different types of grocery stores, so like Walmart or Costco, there are also a couple of different stock exchanges. In the US, there are 2 different stock exchanges. The New York Stock Exchange, also known as the acronym NYSE, and the NASDAQ. The New York Stock Exchange has over 2,400 companies listed, while the NASDAQ has over 3,300 companies. For example, Apple is listed under the NASDAQ with the ticker AAPL, while Visa is listed on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker V. For anyone that is buying and selling shares in these public companies, everything is done through what's called a brokerage account. Although there are 2 different exchanges in the United States, these 2 exchanges are actually equally accessible through your own brokerage account. Think of your brokerage account sort of like a food delivery app like Seamless or Uber Eats. Although on the brokerage account, they're not the ones that actually own or are the ones listing the shares, they are able to buy off of any of the 2 exchanges on your behalf.
Nice.
We've covered a good amount of concepts today, so let's just do a quick review. What is the market? The market is a place where companies list their stocks. Stocks are also known as partial ownerships into that company. When you buy a stock, that unit of stock is called a share. The value of the share is based on the stock price, as it is quoted on the stock exchange. There are two main exchanges in the US, the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. Does the market have operating hours? Yes, it does. It's open from Monday through Fridays, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thanks for tuning into today's video on the fundamentals of what is the stock market. This is a very important concept, so if you guys have any questions, definitely drop a comment and I'll try to answer them. Also, be on the lookout for future videos where I'll post information about specific metrics that you can use to calculate stocks, metrics you can use to calculate performance, and a lot more deep dive concepts that will help you become a more successful investor. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and definitely give this video a like because it really supports my channel. I post new videos every single week. I'll talk to you guys next week.